Hey, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Wait. Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. I always worry about, like, the delay sometimes when it comes to things, but it's all good. I think that's one of the problems when you have, like, pretty bad latency. It kind of makes it difficult to actually know if your, like, stream is okay until, like, maybe a few seconds later? Or, well, it technically gets, like, worse over time, but, like, yeah, anyways, just something you gotta get used to as much as possible. I realized I really couldn't suffer through like an entire like super full screen layout, so I ended up just kind of making it a little bit smaller just so I could have like some kind of space. I don't really know if the chat works well though, which is kind of the tricky part about all of it. It's like I've been trying to mess around with this like free chat widget thing that was recommended to me by another one of my friends, and then yeah, I don't really know sometimes how to use it. So anyways, that's going to be a problem for later, I guess, when the chats actually start rolling in. We still have to make quite a lot of progress with the story, but like I don't know, I'm guessing I should probably do a little bit of the commissions first while we still have time. Yeah, this is okay. Maybe I'll do this one like later after I'm like a little bit closer. But yeah, one of the annoying things about like not KRAI dailies in general is that they're not positioned very well. They tend to be pretty far from quite a lot of the waypoints. So yeah. I mean, it's a good thing that that Llama's good for exploration on that front because she can run pretty well, but still not. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought this thing was about to murder me. It said it was just about to give me free food. So, hooray for that. Okay, well, let's see what item do I get? Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay, I kind of need these. Hmm. I think I caught them already. Did I catch them? No, I feel okay. Never mind, because I feel like it's gonna be a little bit mean for me to be catching those guys just after they gave me like free stuff and all that. Oh my god, I forgot Aino's a claymore now. I can actually like break stuff without stressing over too much. Although she's not very efficient when it comes to like actually using the claymore, so it's a little bit tricky, but we'll get used to it, I think. The problem in her case though, she kind of needs like really good energy recharge. What is her current ER? Okay, 162, not as high as I would prefer, considering like... Oh, actually, do I have this? Oh my god, I forgot to farm this yesterday. Oh well, oh well. Yeah, apparently I forgot this, so... And I can't get this from the battle pass either, so I will just have to wait. I ended up giving her this one, although... I feel like it's actually a little bit too tricky to use this one. Maybe we should just stick with like one of these Favonius kinds of things, but I don't really have other options though. This is also EM, crit rate. Yeah, there's not a lot of very good options. Well, considering we're not really using Chongyun, I guess we could just use this temporarily. Do I need Kave? Do I ever actually use Kave? Actually, maybe I'll just switch that for now. For now, I guess. I won't really use him in the near term, so it should be fine, I think. Hopefully at least... Yeah. Wait, what was I supposed to do? Okay. We were going to get the next commission. It should be this one. Oh, so much more. Apps. Is there more when we were standing? Oh, there was another one. I didn't notice this one. Okay, you know what? We'll just collect as much of these as we can while we can. And wow, that is so hard to control sometimes. I don't know who would need this though, but I guess just to play safe, I will just get them now rather than wait till later. Because I'm assuming I technically do want almost all of the KRAI characters, so I'm probably gonna end up using all of these materials in the future. Even Aino is still, well, to be fair, okay, she hasn't been fully leveled up yet, but at least I reached her to 70, which is like the absolute bare minimum and all that. Just for like abyss purposes. Although honestly speaking, I don't really know if I can actually use Aino in the abyss. She's not particularly strong or anything. Yes, at least her ER is much higher now compared to before. So hopefully that's fine. Did I max out Lauma? Oh my god, I'm still not done with this? Really? Oh, I'm missing these. Wait, there's actually a Frostmoon sign like right in front of us. Okay, so we'll just kind of deal with this first. And then... Wow, the damage we're dealing is like basically non-existent. Come on, you guys, you can do it! This is the difficulty of like exploring an overworld with like a really weak team. Come on, where's the ducky? Yes, okay. Is that enough? Wait, actually I'm not sure if that's enough yet. Let's see. Can we craft? Oh, we can craft only one! Okay, we'll risk it. We'll just try to risk it and then see if you can get maybe like a double drop, but honestly it's very unlikely. Oh, Jahoda's here! Okay, I'm not gonna talk to that because I feel like that's probably important and story related. Where is Lauma? Okay, her weapon. Come on, you guys, you can do it. Okay, maybe not. No, we're still lacking one. What is this? Okay, fine. Don't really have a choice. And also, it's not marking again. Why is the stream marker thing never working when I need it to? I'm always so confused, you know? Because like I have Mix It Up open, but it's not really like triggering anything. One of those times I really should have just gotten a stream deck to begin with. I feel like that probably would have worked much better just for like the sake of doing anything stream related. Okay, just one last. We're going to find one more of these things. We were supposed to do this one and we ended up getting distracted. So okay, maybe along the way we'll go this one first and then move on to the next. But man, the early start of a stream is always like a little bit slow paced from like all the farming and stuff that I gotta do. These are the things that I should be doing off stream so I can like focus on the story, but then I just end up I can't focus on anything at all. And I feel like I'd have more motivation if I just like had someone to like yap to about things like this. But anyways, yeah, look at us collecting all these things. I wonder if chat is ever like that too. If you guys also collect random shit even though you're supposed to be focusing on other more important goals. Wait, this is definitely for Aino anyway, so I guess it's not too bad. Where is that thing? Oh, there. Ugh, this one's a little bit tricky to fight, honestly. But then again, it is already like in the water, so that at least that's like one element we don't have to think about. Oh my god, lava. Ah, getting frozen. Woo. Yes! Oh my god, I think we got it. I think we got it. Finally! My god, this took way too long just for this, but woohoo! We finally got it. Now to just max this out, and man, I had to spend so much money this week just for this. Okay, I think... Well, it's not the best. I feel like the Elemental Mastery could still go much higher, definitely, but for now, that's as close as we can get. I don't even know if this is like the best set for it. I feel like maybe Gilded Dreams is also like a really good consideration. Yeah, although I'm honestly surprised that this is the third option. Oh, this is not bad actually. This is not bad. I don't have enough pieces for that to justify like switching over yet, so we'll just stick with Deepwood for now. But it's so much more convenient having like a Claymore user around. Because pretty much I've always had to end up like doing plunge attacks just to get what I needed, which is obviously incredibly troublesome. Even though it probably would have been easier. Oh, okay. Yay! They're farming stuff for us. Hey, that's so convenient. Kind of. Well, actually not really convenient because technically they do take much longer than if we had done it ourselves, but it's a nice... Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god, I'm so sorry! I wasn't supposed to do that! Okay. Okay, that was... Why did that attack that? Okay, that definitely should not have happened. Okay, we're getting farther and farther from where I'm supposed to go. Oops. Sorry about those. Oh, more stuff to collect though. So many of these things. Hey, I didn't want to fight that though. I don't want to focus on things like that right now. I just want to like farm a bit. Oh my god. I just wanted to farm and to finish the daily comp before I go back to doing the main story again. Oh my god, it's another one of those hilichurl stuff. You know, the sad thing is, normally I technically would have just been able to skip all of these comms, but because I don't have enough like exploration points, I still have to do everything manually. What is this place? Why is there stuff here to collect? Oh. Wow, I didn't realize that there was going to be a music piece here. The Radiant Spin Crystal. It has been so long since I've done anything related to the spin crystals. I did have a goal before of like collecting every single one of them, but I ended up not doing it because I was just too lazy about the whole thing. Not to mention I don't really spend time in my teapot anymore. Just a little bit sad, but that's how it goes sometimes. I used to be super obsessed with it, but then I realized that there wasn't... I mean, there are some benefits, but just not enough to justify how much time you need to spend collecting everything and like decorating and building all the sets. Yeah, it was just overall like a lot of time. My god, that's so nice collecting so much stuff along the way. At least it makes it partially worth doing all this. Where's the other tower though? Come on guys. We're gonna fight over here. Oh my god. Ah, burning damage. The basic attack damage of these guys is just so abysmal because I've only leveled them up to like maybe level 2 at the maximum. Yeah, look at that. Everything's just so far away. Like, damn, which is the faster route? If I just go like that, I guess it's just probably the more straightforward route. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Come to think of it, what's the next ascension for Aino? Oh, we do have enough pieces. This one, not enough though. This one, maybe just 2 more times. I don't really know if it's worth it to like level her up higher than this though. I feel like she's not particularly useful. Anyways, which is kind of unfortunate. I think only her elemental burst would be useful, but like everything else is like not so much. Because it takes so long just to activate her elemental burst, and generally her elemental skill also not particularly worth it, so... Ugh. Okay, let's fight this guy. If any of you are wondering why I'm not collecting any of the chests along the way, it's mostly because I want to force myself to like actually do exploration later on. And doing exploration later on would not be possible if I had already collecting stuff like little by little, because that means I wouldn't have any motivation to actually like do stuff now. But yeah. Okay. Next. Oh, that one's kind of far. Let's see if I can get over there. Okay, actually, let's see if we can catch those things. Oh, we can! Oh, no, don't run away! Wait! The cooldown for this is too long! Damn it. Never mind. When we see a blue one next time, we'll catch it, but... Honestly, doing the spinning thing is like so much more practical. because she doesn't have like as long of like those animation gaps in between. Those take way too long to trigger, honestly. It's a little bit like slow. Okay. Kuvaki bullets. Oh, the Kuvaki thing again. I'm so grateful though that those are so easy to do. But yeah, it's not nothing particularly inspired though. Okay, I think there should be one last. Yeah, one last. Near the fishing association. So that one's a little bit trickier to get to, because like the area is kind of not very convenient. Okay, anyways. Nothing to do about it other than to just go for it anyways. I had no idea what that does. Are we still going the right direction? Yo, we're so far! Damn it! We ended up so far from where we were meant to go! What the heck? What the heck? Okay, okay. I took a wrong turn somewhere and then I ended up where I'm not supposed to be. Yeah, I feel like I probably should have just taken this shortcut over here just to like squeeze through, because like, damn, that is inconvenient. There's way too tutorials I've been skipping though, because I can't really do much exploration in the meantime. One of these days, when I finish the main story, I'm gonna do the exploration thing in full force, and I'm actually going to follow all the guides. I'm going to make it a goal that I don't like miss any important things per patch, because before I just kept on like skipping and skipping and skipping them, and it becomes so overwhelming that I just like refuse to do them. So yeah, hopefully, but I don't really know. I don't really trust myself sometimes when it comes to things like this. Like, would I actually be diligent enough to do it properly? Who knows? Who knows? But first, commission. Yeah, we just gotta claim this, so at least we're like clear for the day and we can kind of focus in full force. Oh, resin though. I kind of don't really want to do the resin thing right now. I guess I should you know what? It's fine. I think we could just save it for tomorrow anyways. Where's all the rye? Okay. We got some rye, which is not a lot of rye. Okay, that's still we're still missing a little bit though, which is kind of yeah, we still haven't done the trounce domains, but I can do that tomorrow. Anyways, back to the story. You know, the ironic thing is the story quest is like leave the curatorium with secrets, but we've already left it actually. After Jehoda is finally brought up to speed, you all agree on a plan to infiltrate the Fatui. Oh my god, Jehoda! Oh my god! She just agreed to like the worst possible thing. Yeah, this is hilarious though. Poor Jehoda.
今後も動物たちに呼びかけ、彼女の力になってもらうつもりだ。それと正直に話してくれたこと感謝しておる。失敗？自分の家族を信じたことを失敗とは言わぬ。
But who knows? Maybe it wasn't stolen by Lumine after all. You never know.
大なり小なり失敗をするもの。大事なのはその結果とどう向き合うかだ。そなたの誠実さに応えるためにも伝えておきたいことがある。
お、なんだ？
これは月光と共に語る必要があるのだ。
Something best said under the moon's gentle
まで
light.
来てもらえぬだろうか。
Okay,
な
okay.
んだか大事なことみたいだな。確かにここは人も多いし、静かな場所で話した方が良さそうだ。
感謝する。それではまた月の下で会おう。
Actually, wait. Where's the marking function? Stream mark added. Okay, but then.
そろそろ時間だな。月も登ったし、ラウマと約束した場所に行こうぜ。
Again, more inconvenient places to go to. Why are they like this? Oh, more pearls. I'm still kind of worried that I feel like another character is going to need these things again, like really soon. Even though I don't really expect them to, but what are the chances? Because I'd rather not go around collecting these all over again if they're like right in front of me here. Okay, yeah, we'll just kind of not focus on the other ones too much. Let's just focus on the easy ones first. Wow. Okay, wait, what is this place? Well, this looks kind of wild. Oh, it's underneath. Okay, okay. I thought we were getting lost or something. Some kind of chamber here. Wow, this place is so pretty. Oh my god.
ラウマ、来たぞ。あれ、お祈りしてるのか？
ああ、私は生まれた時から部族の者たちにこのように言われてきた。見よ、その瞳は月の潮のごとく、その角は月の刃のごとく、その血は水面に映る銀の月影のごとく。そうして物心ついた頃にはすでに蒼月の神の使い 私が最初に覚えた言葉は草月の祝詞で、最初に身につけた所作は
Man, what kind of life must that have been like though if she grew up that
きっ
way?
と大変だったろうな。
当時は他の生き方など知らず、ただそれが当たり前だと考えておった。草月のこの血は今も受け継がれておるものの、ほとんど薄まっており、この角を持つ者も数えられるほどしかおらぬ。ましてや空吐きを感知できるものとなればさらに少ない。しかし私は
わあ、綺麗な角だな。
100年に一度の体質だと言われておる。月光や空吐きの潮の変化に極めて敏感で、幼い頃はそのせいで眠れぬこともあった。
そんな辛かったろうな。
他の者にとって空吐きの変化は砂浜に優しく寄せる波のようなもので、だが私の場合、天をも揺るがすほどの荒波となってこの身を打つのだ。もちろん年を重ねるにつれ、感覚と力を制御する術を身につけ、徐々に苦しみも和らいでいった。だからこそ私は隠し事をする道を
おう、
私が祈祷を覚えた頃、部族の者たちは月を指してあれが残された草月、それを聞いて反射的にこう尋ねてその時は知らなかった。彼女たちには本物の潮がどこから来ているのか。
Is Llama talking about the false sky? So the true frost moon lies beyond
実
it.
は偽りである。
Oh,
私はずっと前から
man, Llama's smart too. She realized something that most people would never realize.
少なくとも私が間違っておるのか。偽りなのは月か、それともこの感覚か。
Are we going to tell her? Your intuitions were correct. The sky above Teyvat is a lie. Finally, she got her answers after how many years?
ありがとう。そなたが降臨者を名乗った時からこのような予感があった。
But also, wait, I can't remember. When did we tell her that we were descender? That felt like some really important information to suddenly share with someone we didn't actually know that much yet.
なんで誰にも話せなかったのか、なんとなくわかるぞ。
これが私の言った隠し、あまりに多くのことを知ったが、それを部族の者たちには隠さなければならなかった。
If you are aware of something, a secret could hurt your family, would you be honest with them or try to hide
そな
it?
たはすでにクータルに会ったのだろう。
Yeah, we met Columbina already. Yeah. And Paiwan was out of the loop. At night when I went out walking
そう
alone.
だったの。
あの方のことをどう感じた？
A little up in the clouds and a little bit lonely. Oh my god, that's so rude to say.
どうした感じ？
いい。
Yeah, she's kind of like absent-minded.
かの神は自身のこと以外にあまりか。ああ、古月の遺骸が名戸位に落ちた草月の子はあの方にとって何を意味するのか。
なんて答えたんだ？
それは直接聞いた方がいいだろう。他者の言葉は余計な誤解を生みか。私は先ほど話したことを誰にも打ち明けられずにいたが、しかしあの月の下で生まれた少女は、いや本当は持っていたはずなのに。
Last time I saw her, she kept looking up at the sky. Was she staring at the real moon beyond the false firmament?
今の草月の子は
They offered their praise to a false moon and to a goddess who can no longer answer them.
私はこの全てを変えたい。ファデュイが迫る今こそ、蒼月の子は団結せねばならぬ。ラウマ様、ラウマ様。
Oh.
まさかカーリナの容体がまた旅人パイもすまない。
Also, how does she even know that Lamo's here? That seems really sus, you know?
オイラたちも行くぞ。
Look at me, in front of a dire situation and still interested in getting all the all the collectible materials around this space. Oh, Llama's there! Wait, what? Really? Why? Why is she suddenly there? Part of the anecdote situation as well. Seems a little bit unusual, but you know what? I'll play along and see what she has to say before we continue on with this. Oh my god, she's in front of a cat! Hey, that's so cute. Okay, that is for real, like super cute. Okay, what does Llama have to say to us? Hmm. Marking thing really isn't working at all. Except when you open the mix it thing, which is kind of, I don't know, difficult. Will it work if it's just like off to the side or something? Okay, it is. Okay, maybe I could leave it like that then. I don't know. So apparently people are saying like you have to keep the mix-it thing and focus mode to work, but how does that make any sense? Because it is like a shortcut program and all that. It's meant to help you, so like if it's not running in the background, wouldn't that just make it like... Wait, do I have to give administrator access? If I give administrator access, that means it could probably work even while it's not focused, right? Maybe? Oh, I will have to think about that then. Okay, joke. It's not really working again.
謝ることはない。眠っていたのではなく、目を閉じて休んでいたのだ。それに、そなたの足音が聞こえたと、この子が事前に伝えてくれ。小さい動物は人間より多くのものを。
Aw, thank you, little kitty.
そなたのことをとても友好的な人物だと実は先ほど寝たふりをしてそなたを試してみようとちょっかい出してこないか見てみようじゃない
Let's see if he tries to spy on you or tries to steal your food. Yeah, it's a good job I didn't reach my hand out then. I can't believe you played along.
私はそなたのことを貧困法制な人物だと信じておる。しかしこうも平穏だと私もまだ見ぬ出来事に好奇心を抱いてしまうのだ。
Yeah, what, wait, let me try. Oh wait, no. I wasn't supposed to click that. Okay, let us try again. Where's the properties? General? Okay, just gotta try logging in again and see if it works this time.
許してくれるだろうか。うん。そういえば何か用でもあったのか？そうか、おかげさまで順調だ。ちょうど蒼月の子が今日新鮮な果物をまたたくさんその子は私たちから離れたくないだけだ。この貴重な平穏の中で。
Okay, so that was one of those a little bit kind of like random scenarios over there. Should be fine though. Anyways, back to the main story. Oh, Llama's still here.
そなたの前途に幸多から。
Yeah, may your road ahead be smooth.
どうしてかしら。毎日月進。カプイ、少し席を外してくれぬか。
オイルたちに手伝えることはあるか？
ならばこの後何が起きようとも驚かないでいてほしい。それともしあの母親が覗こうとしたら。
Oh, oh my god, this is the censorship. Oh, she has silver blood, so that's how they get around this whole thing. Okay. Okay. So that's how she does her healing stuff.
どうかこのことは口外しないでくれ。
カーリナのやつだいぶ良くなったみたいだな。
これはナシャタウンの医師が処方した薬だ。そして私の血にはまたそなたたちに。
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that not a single person noticed all of her scars. I mean, considering we're standing not even that close to her, honestly, and yet we can see the scars and like not a single person commented about it.
蒼月のこの現状を変えるつも。
Changing old beliefs was never easy. Some are simply too deeply ingrained, just like this girl's mother's. Yeah, it's not anybody's fault though.
まるで月の裏側のように誰にも知られることはないだろう。もし月の表と裏が入れ替わる日が訪れたら。
Why am I thinking of Lumine right now? Has she been forced to keep a part of her life hidden too? If it was Lumine, if it was family, they'd understand.
そう言ってもらえて心強い。
もし蒼月のこの力になれることがあれば何でも手伝うぞ。
ああ、感謝する。だが目下の私にはわかる。皆に真実を告げる。
まさかラウマにあんな悩みがあったなんてな。
Yeah, that girl is like way too traumatized, you know.
足元に気をつけてください。
なんだ、びっくりしたぞ。
よかった。そこに罠を仕掛けてました。
Eh? Why are you putting traps in the middle of the main road? Yeah, I know. it's so close to the main areas.
それに蒼月のこの
What do you mean it's not a main path? We can literally see like civilization just behind us.
そうですね。あなたたちはファデューではありませんし、ラウマ様に頼まれたのです。
God, really? You think these kinds of traps would like stop the Fatui?
そういえば、もうすぐ3日経つもん。
ええ。これで諦めてくれるといいのです。
お前もラウマと同じで。
私は。
お、
いえ、なんでもありません。ただ、本当にそれだけの価値があるのかなと思いまして。
どういう意味だ？
蒼月の子には自分の信じる真実にしがみついて変わろうとしない人が大勢います。そんな人たちのためにラウマ様がそこまで尽くす必要があるのでしょうか。
Yeah, they're just afraid of change, but that's such a shitty excuse though,
その通
honestly.
りかもしれません。あ、こんなことを言うべきではありませんでしたね。今のは忘れてください。では。
おい。
どうしてあんなことを言ったんだろう。いや、どうしてまだコットンに書く。これが蒼月。
Wait, what? What do you mean final night? What is she planning on doing? Oh my god. What the heck is it with these people? There's still somewhere I wanted to go.
例のふわっとした少女に会いに行くのか？
Oh my god, Paimon, you don't have to be so mean. She must know so much.
正体からして強引な手段は通じなそうだよな。うまいもんを持ってこうぜ。
Eh? Really? I mean, to be fair, okay, that's not a bad solution, all things considered, because like food is life. So
逆らえるやつはいないからな。
yeah,
喋ってくれるぞ。
it's fine. Just go with the food option. It can't possibly be that bad, anyways.
まあ、物は試しって言うだろ。それにこっちの誠意を見せるのは間違ってないと思うぜ。そうだな。イネバが 9.12 点をつけたベリーとお肉のソテーと蒼月のこの料理ハーベスト。
Boon of the day.
肉も野菜もあるし、きっとどれかは気に入ってくれるはずだぞ。
Can we really make all of those food?
よし、食べ物の準備はバッチシだ。場所はここでいいんだよな。なんだかお見舞いにでも来たみたいだ。ここは真面目モードで行くか。
Oh, it's that thing again. Woohoo! Get free access to this whole place. Hey, yo, welcome to the stream, Kura Void. Oh my god. Sorry, I can't tell like at what time you sent that message. I'm sorry if I missed it by accident. But yeah, thank you for joining today's stream. Still, okay, where are we going again? Damselet. Okay, we have to go down again. We're going to be meeting Columbina. My god, though, I think at least... Oh, we're switching back to the Tabibito, who runs so slowly because they're so much shorter. Look at me, just collecting stuff again. A little bit worried about this whole scenario though. I hope nothing bad happens soon. Although, you know, one thing that someone pointed out though, they were kind of annoyed by all the what we've been meeting so far being like a little bit too nice to us. Like generally, like even Child was considered relatively nice to us because like he did fight us, but like not really with like the point of murdering us. Yeah. Okay. She's here again at least.
君は
Hey, she forgot us already. Are you for real? We just met you like, yeah, after a single day. How could you?
いたのはその生き物じゃなかった。生き物呼ばわりかよ。いや、冷静に冷静に。
Okay.
はじめ
Paimon is Paimon.
おいらはパイモンで、こいつは旅人だ。
And this thing again. The super pretty looking Sailor Moon thing.
そこにいたんだ。やっぱり君の方が
Oh my god, poor Paimon. I mean, to be fair, that other thing is drastically cuter than Paimon. Sorry you lost out, but you do have a 5-year-old design, so it's not as if you can really like blame people for liking the new thing better. It's relatable even after a year. I don't know the names of almost half of my colleagues. Honestly, same. We have a lot of new ones in the office, and I don't like them. I don't know. I think there was this one girl I just met recently, and almost immediately after she introduced herself, I forgot her name. It's like, and then I admitted that to another coworker, saying like, okay, I just met these guys like maybe like 5 minutes ago, but I don't remember. And he was laughing so hard. He literally turned to like, okay, introduce yourselves to her again because she already forgot. He's like, don't tell them that. Anyways, I always have a hard time remembering names if I don't see them like written down. Like if I see it written down, let's say on a name tag, plus, and then you tell me at the same time, I'm very likely to remember it. Oh my god, so much food! So much food! Damn it. Now I really want to eat something now.
断る気もないみたいだ。
Now you see what I've been dealing with. You only talked to her for a bit. It wasn't that bad. I mean, at least like she didn't try to murder you.
何が聞きたい？
It's like, oh my god, she's actually gonna answer questions right now?
今のうちにいろいろ聞かなきゃ。
Come on.
ある月が偽物だって知ってるんだよね。
Yeah, it's a fake moon.
空に月は一つしかない。ただ、それが見える人と見えない人がいるだけ。
それは君にとって何を意味するの？
物語の失われた序章。
The missing prologue. And then here she is back to singing. To be fair, I just don't try to remember people's names. Mostly because they aren't people I talk to. Fair enough. Honestly, I don't really like remembering people I don't like either. Or I don't really need in my life. Mostly because it's just like additional information that doesn't really benefit me in any way. It's kind of like, I don't know, this is one of those concepts that I learned from Sherlock Holmes. It's probably not a good way to approach life, but he basically said it's like, what is the point in keeping memory of things that aren't relevant to you anyways? It's like, that's just wasted brain space.
前も口ずさんでたよね。きっと
Even now when I think about it, I've probably forgotten like maybe 95% of like my entire college classmates because I never even talked to them after I graduated. Oh, those are the days,
生
man.
まれた時に唯一覚えてたもの。メロディーと歌詞をいくつか覚えてる。物心つく前に聞いてた子守。それを歌ってたのは誰なんだ？わからない。私にはこの歌
No wonder why she likes that song so much. That's literally the only thing she can remember at the moment of her birth. I'm curious though, she was actually born like as a full-fledged adult or she had to grow up like the traditional
私
way.
を見た蒼月の子も同じ。持っていたのは何が起きたのかもわからないまま、彼らは私を神と崇めた。それを拒む理由が私にはなかった。だから迷子になった二人の赤ん坊を交換するように 私は彼らの信仰を引き取り、彼らは私の人生を引き取った。
Yeah, this is one of those blind leading the blinds kind of situations.
途中に君が放り込まれたの。物語の前半は間違った原稿に書かれ、
I really like the gradient of her hair though. That shade of purple is like so nice. There's even like little diamonds in her hair. I don't know if this is like a shading thing or it's really like part of her design. Actually, even in my own model though, it's not technically visible now because like the model's a little bit too small, but if you can see like a close-up of it, it actually has like little stars and moons like sprinkled all throughout the hair. Even the highlight in the center was, it's actually something that I didn't tell the artist to do, but then I guess she just decided on her own and it ended up looking really amazing because like the highlight looks like a moon. So it's like kind of intentional. It's both like a realistic highlight because it follows the shape of your head, like the circular shape of it, and it's like coincidentally in the shape of a moon. So Maria, I kind of just told her, like, I just want everything to be like galaxy themed, kind of like that vibe, and then she went with it. So so good afterwards.
神様、どうか我々のために兵器を作り、外敵を追い払い。
Oh damn. They really asked for that kind of stuff. That's like a really not good kind of thing to ask for your goddess, you know. Once you start asking for war stuff from your goddess, things are gonna go downhill for sure.
どうか我々の痛みを消し去り、折れた手足を元通りにし、より強い力をお与えください。彼らは願い、私はそれに応え続けた。私が答えられなくなるまで。助けを欲する人は神に願える。なら、助けを欲する神は誰に願えばいいのかな。
Oh my god, this sounds a lot like the line from Sunday and Star. I can't remember the exact line. It's mostly somewhere along, if you are born weak or if you are powerless, which god do you turn to for solace? And like, damn, that line still gives me chills until now. It was so good.
あの時の蒼月の子にとって信仰は事実よりも重かった。現実は私の読めない文字で天空を書き換えた。改ざんされた言葉なんて見たくない。だから見るのをやめたの。そして私の真の序章は月の上、この手の届かない場所で失われた。そうだったのか。
Oh no, what's happening to her? This is a lot like what happened to the Hornet in the early stages of Silk's song. Every time she's just doing stuff and suddenly whoosh, like everything just goes bad and it's like shaking and she just stops for like minutes at a time, not understanding what's happening around her. Are the colors changing? Yeah, the colors are changing, right? Wow. Sometimes it's like so subtle that you can't really tell if it's like your eyes are playing tricks on you or it really is changing. The flower. Wait, that's not white? No, it's not white, right? I mean, it's purple, or is that just because it has like some kind of purple undertone?
言っちゃまずいだろう。お前すごく調子悪そうだぞ。どうしたんだ？
何か手伝おうか？
Yeah, is there anything we can do to help you?
答え以外、君たちにあげられる報酬はないから。
It's like, so can you tell us about Lumine?
これは2回目の家出の代償。家出？あれ？料理を見てる？質問が多すぎて。
Reminds me of another game where they say a character's hair is pitch black, but it's just blue. That sounds familiar, but where have I heard that before? Sometimes the colors are so strange, it just plays tricks on you. It's kind of like the same feeling like when you're reading a manga and they tell you like, oh my god, her blonde hair, but then you realize that the manga is black and white, so you can't really tell the difference anyways.
まだ聞きたいことは残ってる。
Trails in the Sky. Wait, that does sound familiar. Is it like an RPG game? I feel like I've heard of that. But yeah, there's so many of those kinds of things going on.
ちょっと疲れたみたい。
Kind of like an ensemble stars as well, because like there's this one character that has like specific shades. Like sometimes, technically, they describe his hair as black. So they say his hair is black, but when you're actually looking at it in most of the artwork, it's usually like a very like dark green, or like the highlights of his hair are green. So pretty much no one would actually say like, oh, you have black hair. It's like basically in the fandom you just say he has green hair.
そこも月神の力を欲する。
A remake of the original just released. Oh, okay. Oh, but is that a good thing? I guess if you like the original game. Man, though there's quite a lot of games before that I never got the chance to play because I started out playing stuff like really late, and I didn't even grow up playing RPGs to begin with. I think the closest would just be Pokemon, but I don't really think that counts as like an RPG type game. There are damselettes in distress.
力をかなり消耗したけど、女皇と交わした約束は果た
Wait. I feel like I missed some kind of I missed some kind of dialogue. Okay, Saritsa was right. Freedom always comes with a price. She said I could treat the Fatui as a second family, a second home, but in the end they were no different. All they wanted in truth was my power as the moon goddess. I'd rather not dwell on such unhappy memories. Yeah.
それでお前はここで休んで体力を回復させてるんだな。そう。じゃあこの花は灘くらいに長く生息する花。だから空爆の変化にはとても敏感。
So they turned white when she's feeling weak, and when they went red that day, that was because she was drawing upon her strength.
私も
And also because she was super pissed.
あれを使おうとした。強い力を感じたから。でも外に行くのは面倒。それに誰かに見られる。
Oh my god, the damsel is a hikikomori.
ラウマと約束したから。生物がなくなった今ならなおさら。
Eh? Why would Lama make her promise something like that though?
また料理の方に戻ったぞ。まだクルムかけがあるからデザートにどうだ？ラウマは蒼月の子を変えたいって言ってた。
Yeah, thank you so much for checking in.
私はそんな
But to be honest, it's not something that concerns me,
興
but
味もない。でももともと
she's so passive about the whole thing.
もし誰かがここに
Yeah, you're the first one today. I think it's because it's an unusual time for me. Normally when it comes to weekends, I tend to stream a little bit earlier, kind of like mid-afternoon, but today I had like quite a lot of stuff to do. For some annoying reason, my relatives came over, but they didn't actually come over for our sake. They just wanted to borrow like our parking slot. So my dad is like, okay, since they're coming over and they're going to use our parking slot, that means we have to like go out of the house for a couple of hours while they're using it. It's like, but why? And also like in the future, like are we expected to like leave our house every single time they want to use our parking slot? That feels like such an annoying situation. It's like technically because the place that they're going to already has parking available, you know, like they just have to pay a little bit for it. Probably like $1 maybe? Kind of like that. It's not expensive, so I don't really know why they really go out of their way to say like, hey, can we use your slot? It's like, hey, can you just pay for parking? Anyways, and then yeah, ended up visiting some kind of like
そう
Chinese restaurant, which was pretty good, except the menu choices were not a lot, so that's kind of annoying. But then I ended up eating too much. I got a stomachache afterwards, so unfortunate. But there was a nice bazaar afterwards. nearby, and I got to buy a few like crochet like keychains and all that. I feel like I'm probably gonna give some of them to my best friend. Although when my mom heard the price, she was like super mad at me. She's like, "You can't believe you're spending so much just on keychains." Like, but they're so cute, and also like, they're also partially a gift for someone. So I guess it's not too
じゃ
bad.
あ今の君が欲しいものは
私は
Although the whole thing
戻りたい
the whole time though afterwards, I ended up getting into quite a lot of trouble with my parents because we kept arguing. I believe you stream at like 4 a.m. my time on weekends. Oh, really? Wait, this is 4 a.m. for you right now? Oh, or do you mean like the mid afternoon ones? Oh, actually, yeah, because like that would be like around 4 p.m. for me. So I realized we do have like a 12-hour time difference, so it makes it easy to track. That's honestly like a really good thing that you work night shift because that means I can catch your streams. Because like technically you're streaming in your morning time, which is my evening time. Because most like Western streamers they stream in the opposite, so I can't actually catch any of their streams at all, which is like really unfortunate. Because I'm at work, and yeah, yeah, it's 11:18 p.m. for me. So yes, that makes it so easy to remember. Mm, yeah, I ended up getting into trouble a bunch of times with my parents when we went to the grocery today. Ah, I don't know. I feel like remembering the incident just makes me really annoyed again sometimes. Because like a while ago, there was like this one frozen good that my mom really likes, except there's like two variants, like a plain version and like an onion flavored version. So the plain version is colored green, and the onion version is colored red. So that time it's like placed on like the top shelf level of the freezer. So it's like for me, I'm not very tall, so it's like kind of hard for me to access that level. But it's like okay, since my mom wants it, I was like trying to reach for it, and like obviously she only wanted the red version, so I kept trying to yoink out a bunch of them to see which one is actually the red one. And then she kept saying like, no, the red one, not the green. Because like I couldn't actually see it properly, so I was just like pulling out a bunch of them randomly just to see like, oh, maybe this is the red one, maybe this is the red one. And then and at one point, like because I kept trying to like struggle with it, like a bunch of them fell out from the freezer. So like my parents were getting mad at me for like making a mess. Technically, they were like in sealed packets, so they didn't actually like break out or anything. But that was like even for me, I was like really irritated because it's like I'm trying to get like the stuff that you want, but you're not helping me out, and instead you're getting mad at me for like because stuff fell out of the freezer. And then they're like, because we just told you to look for the red ones, and then like all of those are green. It's like, well, if you knew that all of them were green, why didn't you just tell me that there was no red in the first place? Because like they have a better vantage point to see like the contents of the freezer, especially like my dad because he's taller, obviously. I was like, if you already knew that there weren't any, like you could have just told me to stop searching for it. That's like you made me struggle for no reason. And then yeah, I was so mad about the whole thing because like they literally watched me struggle. And I told my dad, you know, you could have helped me to check it. And he's like, why do I have to help you? He's like, what do you mean, why do you have to help me? It's like, because we're family and we're like, you can watch me, you can see me struggle. Isn't that like just the logical conclusion? So yeah, and after that whole incident, I ended up not, because like, to be fair, like kind of luckily that was closer to like the end portion of like the of our grocery run, but like after that I was just so pissed at them. I literally didn't want to talk, so I ended up like going off on my own for a bit until we met up again at like the cashier portion. Although I guess eventually, you know, so technically we're like all of us are in a bad mood, right? So we're kind of like irritated at each other and the whole thing. But you know what? So when my parents are checking out the groceries already, and like I'm kind of near the push cart or the grocery cart, yeah, just kind of like watching over stuff to make sure, because like we already paid for the stuff, right? So obviously like I have to keep an eye on it to make sure nothing happens. Because turns out like I could kind of see from my peripheral vision one dude actually passed by my cart and he was like trying to hold on to the handle, and like me immediately I kind of like move forward saying like, oh hey, you know, like hey, it's like kind of trying to like get his attention, like to not to not touch her cart because that's already full of stuff that we had paid for. And then you kind of tell he was like a little bit startled by me, and then he ended up like moving away really quickly. So obviously, it's kind of like super suspicious. It's like, was he trying to like take our cart or something? Kind of like that. So I kept an eye out on him because I didn't want him to like coming back in case I got distracted or something. And then he just kept walking around in circles like nearby near my area, and then he kept clapping randomly. So yeah, it was really scary actually. Like I was more scared than he was because he kept looking at me like, you know, like he would like pace around and then he'd stop and just stare at me like really intently, and then he'd go and then he'd walk to a different area a bit, and then he'd clap like really loudly, and then he'd walk back somewhere near me and it's like stare at me really intently again. So I was like freaking out so bad. It's like, what the heck is going on right here? Even my mom saw what was going on, and then she was like, oh my god, come here, like stay closer to my side. So like we're kind of like, you know, sticking our ground, putting the pushcart in between us and him just so he wouldn't like approach. And like my god, so after that, so my mom became like kind of nice to me again because she was like more stressed about the whole situation as opposed to our earlier fight. And then like later on, when the time when we were already like leaving, like when we settled like the bill and all that, so we were telling the security like, you kind of have to watch out for that guy because he almost took our cart a while ago, and he's just been like pacing around a lot and making like strange gestures and like sounds, so we weren't really sure what his intention was. It's like he wasn't holding a cart, like he didn't look like he was shopping there or anything, like he didn't seem to have like any companions, and he didn't seem to like have any groceries with him either, so it's just like overall super sus. And like, my god, it has been a while though since I've encountered anything like that. Wait, what? Jahoda? Oh, okay. That's fine. But yeah, I think the only time something similar happened was like a few years ago when I was trying to like walk along the streets with my mom. And like there would be like this one old lady who would like walk exactly beside me, like really close. And I was like, okay, I have issues with personal space. I don't like it when people approach too near, especially because they're strangers, right? So it's like, I don't know you, so like why are you standing so close? Especially if there's like a wide enough space. And then okay, so it's fine, but then like kind of like keeping her in my peripheral and just like walking straight anyways. And then the annoying thing is we could tell like she just kept following us, like for some weird reason. Like you could tell like this is not like a normal situation, this is kind of like deliberate. So what we do, we'd walk like for a few steps and then we'd stop, and then we'd walk for a few steps, and she kept doing that. Like every time we'd stop, she'd also stop exactly beside me, and then when we'd move, she'd move at the same pace, and then if I stopped, she'd also exactly stop. So my mom got so freaked out that she actually dragged us both inside a bank and ended up telling like the security guards to like not let that lady in because she was acting super sus. So we just had to wait until she left. But like, my god, all these scary situations sometimes, like you don't even know what people are thinking, but like, yeah, it's hard. I also don't like people touching me, especially people that I don't like, because that has happened a bunch of times. Ironically, it's the people that I like who actually know not to touch me, and people who I don't like are the ones who are like overly touchy-feely. It's like, what gave you the right to touch me without me saying yes, you know, kind of like that. Especially this one girl in my office who I really dislike. The first day I met her, she literally just grabbed onto my arm. She's like, oh my god, you know, it's like, she just kept talking about her personal life, like, non-stop. Because, like, she has an insane, like, family situation. And she was complaining about her mother-in-law and, like, her husband and her kids. And it's like, I did not need to know all of this. Like, I literally just met you, lady. Please don't. Like, even though we've been co-workers for, like, a few months, technically, but, like, that was the first time we technically worked together in the same project, so I was like super pissed about the whole situation. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Dragon Junwei. Yeah, congrats on collecting 2 stars or something. Yeah, Darkrai too. Hey, both of you guys joined in at the same time. Yeah, thank you for joining today's stream. Wait, who is this? I feel like I keep missing some dialogue at some point. Okay, notes for profit, something something. Yeah, maybe a bit too well, and that's why there's a rift between them. Yeah, it's a late night stream today. Well, I'm not. Hopefully the pillows work. Wait, I did activate the viewer, the Twitch viewer thing. Let me double check in case, because sometimes I forget. Yeah, the viewer attack thing should be there, so hopefully it's working. Although I didn't hear any pillow sounds. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes I feel like things just break for no reason, even though I haven't actually done anything to it. Yeah. I got forced out of the house for a couple of hours earlier. So technically, while I normally would have been streaming like in the mid-afternoon, I didn't really have a choice today. So I decided to stream like a little bit later anyways. Mostly because I don't know what my schedule's gonna be like tomorrow. So I was like, might as well just stream now. And also because I need to pick up the pace with the Archon quest. Otherwise I'm gonna end up getting more and more spoilers later on. I just saw like a kind of like major spoiler a while ago. Even though technically there were like no pictures, but there was like a description. And I was like, man, I can't believe I got spoiled so easily. Cause she didn't even mention that there was like a spoiler in that post. Yeah. But what do you mean? The pillows. What the fuck is happening to Jehoda? But why is there still a question mark on her? We already know who she is, though. This girl is so dumb. It's crazy how a lot of people can't spoiler tag. Yeah, honestly, but I don't know. I mean, like, what is the etiquette when it comes to like putting a spoiler tag? Because the new patch came out on Wednesday, so like, do you need to like wait a week before you can stop marking it as a spoiler? Yeah, has she been hiding nearby this whole— Of course she was hiding nearby this whole time. That's literally her job, isn't it? Wait, there's no way Jehoda doesn't know Llama. If she knows Llama, then she knows Llama can talk to animals. If she could talk to animals, the animals will tell her all the secrets of people everywhere. She came unprepared? Are you for real? We're about to do like a suicide mission and she came unprepared? No smoke bombs? She has that Anya face. Oh my god, Jehoda has that Anya face. This expression is the best, honestly.
実は今日出る時になってすごく重要な備品が切れてることに気づいてさ。え？じゃあどうすんだよ。選べるプランは2つだ。青のプランはみんなで今からナシャタウンに行って備品を補給する。まあ。
Fuck the detour. We're going straight charging in for sure.
この場で解散して各自帰宅。
My place is
ここから歩いて10分なんだ。
10-minute walk? Bro, I'm just going to raid your house for all your useful shit and then like... And then just charge straight in. Yeah, neither of those plans sound great. They sound like excuses. I just finished bartender event just now and started. Oh, let's see. Same, actually. A few minutes before I started the stream, I actually cleared out like all the little dialogue stuff, because technically you can get all the rewards just by doing like 2 drinks per character, but there was a third drink, a third interaction per character, so I ended up doing all of that anyways. Especially because I missed Dr. Rachel. Oh my god, this is so sad that the event is ending. It's not even part of the conventional memoirs, I think, so you can't actually do this anymore afterwards.
お前いろんな人に喧嘩売ってるけど大
Yeah, feels like you just threw shade at a whole lot of people. Because, yeah, honestly, there's too many dumb people in the world. So, if they fall for it, that's kind of on them. But also, maybe I shouldn't think that way. That's kind of like a scammer's mindset. And I don't want to be a scammer. I'm a normal, good person. Like a moral, upstanding citizen and all that kind of stuff. I got all reward by doing only 7 drinks one day. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really need to do, like, too many drinks. There's just a few extras, just for fun, I think. It's hilarious that she's calling her Jane, though. Because it works both ways. Like, because of her horns thing, and because... Wait, does Jehoda not know Llama? I feel like she should know her, though, because it's not the first time that she's worked with Nephar, so... Llama, though. Bro, this girl has no brain cells at all. And Llama's just rolling with the punches. Wow.
いいか、ヤホダプランは工場の東側の貨物用通路から潜入するんだ。そこは目立たない上に夜は警備も手薄。いざという時のために秘密道具も用意しておいた。あと不要なトラブルを避けるために行動は全員一緒にだ。みんな、なんだか。
You know, the ironic thing is they're talking about like a plan, but we didn't actually plan anything. We were literally just leaving everything up to Jehoda, just like following along the way. Like literally we're just winging the whole situation.
ちょっとだけな。まあいい、許してやる。優秀なトレジャーハンターは。
I feel like she's gonna be a 5-star, right? Her design seems a little bit too complicated to be like a 4-star character. I heard some leaks though recently that there were going to be like maybe 3 more guys, 3 more male characters released in KRAI that are not part of the initial set that was revealed, and that they're supposed to be 4-star characters? I don't know, it feels a little bit too unrealistic. I could imagine if there were like more girls, but like more guys was like, what are the chances that's actually going to happen, you know? I think she is crystallized DPS. Actually, I haven't seen any like vision on her, or maybe I'm just not paying attention. So that means like she's a Geo character? Huh. I don't know though. Geo is a little bit tricky these days. Yeah, the ironic thing is like, oh, I want to know why they've been building this facility, but like, shouldn't you have been asking that kind of question when they literally started building the facility? Because I'm pretty sure it's like finished right now. It's like in operation for a while. Like it does not take a day to build all of that. I'm pretty sure it took several months or even years actually. Where's her vision? Does she even have one? I can't see. Wait, there is. Oh, there at the back. She's an Nemo support, so I don't think she can be anything related to Crystallize if she has an Anemo vision. I mean, no sneaking home. I'm pretty sure I have to worry about you sneaking home. Yeah, fine. Fine, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I didn't realize that until now also, that she's actually a Nemo. I hope they buff a Nemo though, because it's like so annoying that it doesn't work with a lot of elements. Wait, are we using the Tabibito again? What happens to people who didn't actually level up their Tabibito? Like, oh my god, we're using prototype Radcore. No. No. Wait, which one is this? Oh, we're using the Hydro version. Okay, so we don't really have a choice. They kind of forced us to use the Hydro version. And I think she can be 4-star. Maybe. I just really wish they would like buff like swirls though. It's not very useful because it doesn't really work with Dendro, and Dendro is like one of the most crucial elements nowadays. Yo, the Fatui got wasted during working hours? Damn. That's a line I'd never cross though. At first, when you said an emo, I thought you were saying she's an emo. I mean, honestly, she's kind of half dressed for it though. She has the vibes. She's just a little bit too cheerful to be considered one. I do like her outfit though. I like the what do you call that? Wait, it's not a hoodie. What do you call that thing? The hat on top of her head? I forgot what you call that hat. Wait, this is like a winter hat thing. What do people call that? Beanie! Wait, I think it's yeah, beanie! I was thinking of hoodie, but then like hoodie's a jacket, so like what's the hoodie on your head? So that's the one. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. It's so cute. I realized though I look very, very, very bad in like a beanie because my head's a little bit too flat to fit in that kind of shape well, and I don't really have like bangs or anything, so it also doesn't look good either way. But also because I live in a country that's way too hot to be wearing anything winter related, so yeah, it's just unfortunate all around. I like winter wear so much, but I can't wear it. And I also have a very, very low heat tolerance. Just like a little bit hot, and I also cannot stand it. So anytime if you ever see me wearing like sweaters or jackets or stuff like that, it's literally 100% purely for aesthetics. I never wear things like that because I'm cold. Oh, it's one of those feelings that I was born into the wrong country because like I cannot stand anything like the hot weather, but I live in a country where it's constantly hot, so yeah. Anyways, that's how it goes. Oh, it has a plus and minus sign also.
青の電球は左の道を行くように言ってる。ただ隠しルートだから。で、赤の電球は正面を進めって言ってる。警戒モードから訓練モードに切り替えて強さをいくらか3
Do we actually get to choose? Like, which route we go to? I hate that here in summer it gets as hot as 45 degrees. And insanely humid too, and also 30 degrees in the negative 30 degrees in the winter. Damn, that's some insane extremes for sure. Like honestly, I feel like people's health would get wrecked in like weather like that. Oh wait, that's the wrong expression to be making. I'm not supposed to be laughing. But yeah, that's so bad though. Like I think on average, like the hottest that we would get here probably maybe 35 degrees Celsius, I guess. As for the coldest, I mean, honestly, our coldest is probably like 20 degrees. Like in the main cities, I guess. If you were like out in like maybe like the provincial areas, maybe it'd be closer to like 17, 18 if it's like really, really, really cold. But pretty much, yeah, that's like, damn, negative 30. Holy hell. Wait, this is in Celsius, right? I'm guessing this is in Celsius. I don't understand like Fahrenheit though. Just to say, I don't understand the Fahrenheit system. Because like pretty much we always use Celsius here, which is why I have a hard time reading like Western recipes. I always have to like convert it afterwards. No plan J at this time. Call it a night so we can all make it back to bed before sunrise. Let's just charge straight in. I don't really have that kind of patience to wait that long anyways. Wait, no, the recon bots. No, I don't like dealing with stuff like that. I'm Canadian, so I don't know Fahrenheit. Yes, oh my god, that's so great because I really don't like the Fahrenheit system. Mostly because in a lot of cases, even in science, we're usually talking about Celsius, so I don't really understand why people would use Fahrenheit. It makes it very difficult for me to visualize like how hot a place is in Fahrenheit. It's like the range of Fahrenheit is like way, way, way too high. They're talking about like, oh, 90 degrees. Like, what does that even mean? It's like most people think about like degrees in Celsius because in reference to like your own body temperatures, kind of like that.
必要に応じてこれで道を切り開こう。もしそろそろトレジャーハンターの生存術臨機応変に。
You know, the ironic thing, she's like acting as if she's like the lead treasure hunter, but technically done a lot more treasure hunting than she has.
この2はどこ行ったんだよ。お？言ってなかったっけ？しまった。忘れてた。
Jehoda's just like, I don't really know. Is she considered one of those like no thoughts head empty people, or she's just like super confused the entire time? Even Kelvin makes more sense than Fire. Honestly, probably
確かに臨機応。
anything that's more science related or makes anything like easier to compute. Same with like meters. You know, so I really don't like people talking about like, oh, you know, miles. It's like, no. That's like so difficult to visualize when you're saying like 10 miles. Like, can you just say like 10 kilometers? That's a lot easier, you know, if you're gonna compute stuff. Oh, the recon bot. Damn it. Okay, so we're not supposed to walk straight through. Like, if I had known this was gonna happen, maybe I should have just like, maybe I should have just gone the stealthy route or something. Can I climb over the walls? Wait, I can! Okay, that kind of just... So that means I don't actually have to pass through that. Can I just climb this entire platform without ever actually going down there? You know what, we're gonna try. I feel like this is probably a legitimate solution anyways. Except that part. Okay, so I've been blocked. Blocked again. What is going on here? Is that our goal? We're supposed to go straight through there.
誰かいる？
ドアロックのプログラムは実行した？急いでちょうだい。貨物。
はい、完了しております。
We don't know these guys' names. Why are their names revealed to us?
ついてないな。いつもは昼間に荷物の受け渡しを済ませて、夜雇い主たちもこんなに頑張ってんだし、撤退を提案するわけにはいかない。
What I can't estimate at all is Oz gallons per liquid. Why Oz instead of M? Yeah, okay, that too, honestly. Every time I think of like 32 ounces, I still can't visualize what that even means. But then again, so many products that we have here are sold by ounces, so it's also like such a mess. It's like, don't do that. Just do it in ml, because like a bottle is like easy to visualize. You're talking about like a soda can, with just like 330 ml. It's not that easy to think about. I think so far the only time that I prefer the non-metric system is when talking about the heights of people. If you're talking about like, oh, this person's like 5 feet tall or like 6 feet tall, I guess. Mostly because like, yeah, it's one of those ironic things, but like here people usually think of it that way. They don't really like saying things like, oh, 150 centimeters, 180 centimeters, kind of like that. But then again, I've gotten used to it, mostly because every time I see anything, character profiles for like anime characters and stuff, it's usually in centimeters, so I've had to like estimate all the time. It's like, oh, if you're talking about like this character is like 150 centimeters, like what does that mean? Kind of like that.
落ち着け。一つ一つ対策を練ってこう。
Especially like the 180 centimeters. I think supposed to be somewhere around 5'9" or 5'10", something like that. Oh, we were not supposed to. But we still got the stuff though, so that's kind of hilarious. Like, we got spotted, but we also got the stuff. Wait, I'm so confused. How do we... It's hard to visualize where we need to go because we have such like a narrow point of view. Okay, we just have to avoid all these robot things. It shouldn't be too bad, I think. I'm not good at infiltrating stuff in general. I use feet and centimeters, meters interchangeably. Yeah. Yeah, same. Okay, so at least it's... So it is a common thing that happens around the world too. Okay, though. How do we... How do we get that thing away though? Maybe this one?
また別の操作端末。
I have no idea what that just did, but... Yeah. Oh, this one! So this is... we were supposed to move these things away. Okay.
よし、下へ降りてみよう。
Wait, should I have done that? I feel like I probably shouldn't have. Wait, but there's a path below, so okay, actually I'll try to go there, because I'm not really sure what that does. Kinda just took like a really convoluted shortcut in the end. Oh hey, there we go. We moved everything back out. Okay, okay. At least I didn't take too long to figure this out. Thankfully, sometimes I feel like my brain does not work very well with puzzles anymore. I've been doing... like in the early days, I definitely could have sworn I spent a lot more time putting effort into like solving things myself, but then eventually I kind of got lazy. And then I would just like... what do you call it? And then I would just... watch a guide instead.
どうすんだ？ここにも見張りがいるぞ。心配すんな。機械相手なら人間よりまずはアンチを確認しよう。よし。あそこなら注意を引かずに済むはずだ。
Yeah, puzzles are technically... I'm very good at like visual puzzles though, but sometimes I kind of run out of patience like doing them on a game. But pattern recognition, I'm very good at stuff like that too. And especially when you have like exams for like for that or like, you know, like IQ tests. I'm very good at things like that. I think when I was applying to my current office, I actually got like a perfect score in that entire category, which is hilarious because my boss was like super surprised. Like, you know, you're the only person who's ever gotten perfect in that entire category. It's like, okay, that was easy then. Nice to know. And then I realized that was probably not a good thing because that means like everyone else in the office is not really up to like the same standard. So that kind of stressed me out later on.
そんなに期待してくれてんのか？
I remember people complaining about the puzzles in Inazuma when it released. I thought they were fun. Oh my god, Inazuma puzzles are such a pain. I think they got drastically worse afterwards though. By the time we reached Sumeru, it was like... I think a lot of the puzzles were like too convoluted by that point. So they kind of toned it down later on. But yeah, I feel like in general it's just like you would prefer puzzles that actually like... makes sense or that kind of like more related to like the region and like the logic behind it, not just for like the sake of being difficult. Man, there were way too many areas that were like locked behind puzzles though in Inazuma. It made exploring like really difficult back then, especially with all like the electricity, the lightning and the thunder everywhere. There's this puzzle with 9 blocked numbers that would turn when hit. Apparently most people hated that. Yeah, oh my god, I hated that too. I was so bad at that. I think the shortcut back then was just to like put Yaimiko and just like leave her little totem things to do it on your own. And then some people found kind of hacks with that. I don't really know if like some of them were like actually hacks or if they just like coincidentally happened to work and then like people just recorded it and took a video afterwards. What the? Huh? How did she just guess some random string of numbers? Approach the puzzle the good old way with the pen and paper. Pen and paper. I did that. I did that too for some of the other puzzles. Oh my god, I remember those days. I'd actually like actively try to solve it, and it just felt like a worse version of Sudoku or something. Inazuma's peak region overhated. Oh, well, it's okay. I mean, it was definitely drastically more different compared to like Mondstadt and Lie. I just didn't like the story as much, mostly because they rushed the ending, I think. They definitely could have had like a grander scale of battle. It felt like the Traveler fixed all of the problems for Inazuma behind the scenes because he fought Signora. And then in the end, like out of the entire Resistance army, like the only one that really contributed much was like Asuha for like saving her life. But other than that, they kind of just charged into the palace and didn't do anything. Yeah, Sudoku is fun. Haven't played that in a hot minute. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I did anything like that. It's probably been like more than 15 years or something. Sudoku was like all the rage before. I think even back then my parents used to buy like those Sudoku puzzle booklet things just to try to force me to like do, I don't know, mental exercises and stuff like that. Where's the other? This one. Wait. Okay, okay. Wait, so I can't get those things until I go to the next terminal, I'm guessing. Okay, let's see. I need that other stuff. Oh my god. Like this kind of infiltration would have been drastically easier, I think, if you had just like done it the traditional way. You just kind of murder everyone in your path. Have you ever played Baba as you? Oh no, I haven't played that. I think I would recognize the name from somewhere. Wait, let me search that up real quick. It's a video game? Oh, that looks so cute! Oh my god, the cat! The suspicious looking cat. Okay, it's a video game created by something something. Centers around the manipulation of rules. Represented in the play area by movable tiles with words written on them in order to allow the player character to reach a specified goal. Oh my god, it's actually on Switch as well? That's kind of crazy. A free update titled Babel Make Level was released on November 17, 2021, featuring 250 new and previously unused levels and a level editor with online sharing. Wow, 250 levels is insane. Starts out easy, but near the end, it feels like you have to use glitches with their intended mechanics. Oh, it's like when the gameplay fucks with you because you don't know if you're doing it correctly. It's like a trap.
緊急チャージで空爆を送れれば強制起動できるかもしれ。緊急チャージ。どう説明したらいいかな。例えばバケツの中の水を一気に池に流し込むような感じ。
Okay, well that was a cute metaphor.
やっぱああいうのに聞いてくれ。ってことはバケツを探せばいいんだな。その説明。
Kinda adorable. Oh my god, hey, your blush is so realistic though. I feel like it's so rare to see a character blush in this game. Their character models are getting like so much better. It is stealth if there's no witnesses. Yeah, that's pretty much my kind of technique. You can just brute force your way through things.
最後の一言は余計だ。バケツ、バケツ。
Look at Paimon just straight up ignoring Jehoda.
こう一体で空爆が比較的濃いのは。
おお、シカネってそんなこともできるのか？
Oh, there, yeah, that was the one we were trying to find.
まずはこいつらの。
Yeah, that one. But how do you move them out of the way? So I was trying to do that a while ago. I only moved one of them out of the way. Oh, there!
これで警報は鳴らないはずだ。
So that was literally on purpose. Okay. So that means a while ago I already did the correct thing. It just wasn't like activated yet.
チャージユニットを入れてみよう。
So many of these things. Oh, is this normal to get so many of this? Well, anyways. That's fine. That's fine. Look at all those vacuum cleaners all over the place.
起動完了っと。
No, Jehoda, don't say that. If you say like, oh, let's hope nothing goes wrong. Something will definitely go wrong. That's literally the jinx. You can never say things like that in the middle of a mission.
暗いな。
Yeah, because you're basically in a coffin.
貨物用のコンテナの中だからな。こんな状況だし、贅沢は言ってらんないよ。うわ、なんだ、背中に何かが。
Isn't that like llama's horns?
すまない。
Yeah,
私の角だ。
I knew it. Of course, it's her antlers.
かがもうとした拍子に。
こういう時、角があると不便だな。
It's so weird that we're kind of just like glossing over the fact that she has like antlers. It's like we don't really have like a lot of like half animal creatures in this game.
緊急チャージじゃ限界があるみ。気まず。これ、報酬を減らされるんじゃ。姉さんが決めたルールだと。
Yeah, lucky for you, you've already been fired, so you're good.
動かなくなったようだ。
外壁の通気ダクトをたどれば、その入り口を見つけられるはずだ。
Oh, thank God, I thought we were gonna be trapped inside that box.
想定内だから。
That would have been such a pain though if we were trapped inside. It would have ended up bursting through the walls and then making such a racket that it would have just defeated the whole infiltration thing to begin with.
Yafuda!
閉まる直前に飛び出したようだ。尋常ではない速さであった。
ごめん、体が反射的に動いて、あたいのせいじゃないんだ。とにかくそこから動かないで、なんとかするから。
She really going to rescue us?
近くに端末があるな。ちょっと待っててくれ。今ってあたいの声が聞こえてるか？その通路は今セキュリティモードになってて、侵入を感知したから扉を閉じたみたい。
It's just strange that it wasn't closed to begin with. Like, what would be the point in a duct that's open and then you're gonna close it when it detects a living presence? Like, what if, like, a bird got trapped in there? Actually, maybe a bird, maybe something bigger than... Like, what if a bear got trapped in there? Like, you think you would have just left the bear inside your ventilation ducts? Would that even make sense at all?
つまり、オイラたち捕まったってこと。どうにかできないか調べてみる。レーザー？
Oh.
レーザーって今のか。動かなくてよかったぞ。
I just got Aino's birthday. Oh, is it her birthday today? Wow, that's so lucky though that I actually got her before her birthday. Oh, nice.
了解。そっちの状況は把握した。はあ、やっと終わった。その力をうまく利用すれば、レーザーを回避できるはずだ。
So lucky. At least that means you already get her like special dish as early as today. It was also Chlorine's birthday, so I also got her special dish, which is nice. Pretty much the only time like I really have to pay attention to birthdays, especially for characters that I don't own, because that's the only way I'll get their special dish.
なるほど。なんとなくイメージできたぞ。でもこっからだと、あんたたちのいる場所を観察で。
I mean clockwise.
オッケー。
Ah.
ね、仕事が終わったらどっかご飯でも行かない？
Oh! Oh my god, I lost so much HP.
ちょっと 私たちに冷たい気がするのよね。
Oh my god. Oh! Oh no, I died. Oh, poor Tabibito. Sorry about that. I can't even jump either? Such a scam. Fine. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. Maybe like one more. Ugh, poor Tabibito, he died so quickly though. So quickly.
でも扉は閉じ。ヤホだ。確認しました。通路内に異常はありません。確認しました。ああ、もうしっかりしろこのポンコツ。アホ端末役立たず。
Oh my god, this girl.
権限が足りないだって。あんたに言われる筋合いはないっての。
She has the best expression so far, even better than Mulani from the last event.
あたいが何とかしないと。落ち着け。セキュリティモードを解除するには上級整備士の中央エリアに出入りできるのは上級整備士だけ。きっと制御室のどっかにカードのコピーがあるかもしれん。もし制御室に入れなくっても外からどうにかできないかな。そうだ、もし警備ロボを操れたら一人ぼっちで何にも持ってないのに大した度胸だな。でもだからこそ思い切った賭けに出れるんだ。よし、確認だ。あたいもしや天才？
Am I a genius? It's like, my god, anyone who ever says that is usually not though. You're a genius in all the wrong ways, honestly. Yeah.
待った、こいつ警備ロボじゃない？お掃除ロボット？
Yeah, congrats, you got a janitor robot. Obtain a high level access. Are we really just going to smack into someone? And we just like hit them from the back saying yoink.
カイライ様は毎日のように
Maji tensei. A tensei, yeah, tensei ka.
私たちがここで何をしようと知る由もないでしょうね。
おい、あそこまで汚れてるぞ。さっさと掃除しろ。まさか横領でもする気か？
違うわよ。ここにいなくても気づかれないんじゃないかと思って。
どれどれ。あった。
Wow.
もうまだ終わってないの？
カードが目の前にあるの。仕方ない。ここは我慢。
Oh, I have the same character.
きれいにしておいて。
いい考えだが、進捗を
Smack.
どうするんだ？
Damn it, we can't smack them? So unfair. Oh no. How did he even pick that up? We're too short for that. Like, we don't even have arms. Like, yo, that's that's such a cheater.
壊れちゃったみたいね。廃棄しましょう。
Oh, did I spend too much time running around? Joke. Okay. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do that again.
ドアの裏の埃はきれいにしてくれた？
ここ汚れてるぞ。
Thank God, they're so brutal. We're literally just a robot. Give us a break. There we go.
通路はどこだ？よし、端末だ。
Woohoo! How much Japanese do you know? Are you Wait, I can only read the first two words though. I just learned Japanese passively, but I know very little bit. I mean, it's just more like casual learning because I listen to a lot of games or anime, but that's it. I've never tried taking any tests. And I think like as far as classes go, maybe just like a few, but like the super basic ones. Yeah. I just like repeating phrases I hear in like a lot of shows or games though. I think マジ
そういっ
で
たヤホダさんを信じよう。ナドクライを生き抜く術に関しては、私、そこ
Ironically though, yeah. I mean, I think the most is like the last time when I visited Japan a few years ago, I did get to like talk with the locals a little bit, mostly for like asking for help or like taking the train. Kind of stuff, like really basic things like that. Which is honestly such a godsend because I feel like if I didn't know those things, I would have had an even harder time, especially in the early days because I couldn't figure out their transportation system easily. I couldn't figure out the directions to the trains and all that. It wasn't very like clear cut at that time. So it's like asking people like if I take this train will it lead me to like this place? And I was like asking some like kind of grandpa person too. And I realized I probably should have asked someone like much younger to help me out because the chances they knew English would be like much higher, but yeah, I was just kind of like whoever's like closest to me and nearest to, like the map probably is like the easiest one to talk to.
今音がしなかったか
Yeah, 動くんだ。
警報何かあったのかしら
Alarms already? Damn it.
重要な場所っぽいのに何にもないな
Oh, this is the room that we were in just in. I thought she was going to collapse on the ground.
ヤホだ大丈夫だったか平気平気
Oh, Nihongo Jozu. Okay, basically meme in the Japanese learning community because Japanese people tell foreigners very easy that they're Jozu. Yeah! Oh my god, yes, that's true, that's true. It's like, oh, Nihongo Jozu desu ne, Jozu desu ne. And like, in reality, it's like, no, I'm not. Not at all. But I guess it's like they're just like encouraging foreigners. Oh, it's better to like encourage foreigners to be like nice as opposed to like some of the really rude ones because like some of them are just like so inconsiderate. Like when you're traveling to a different country and you're not actually like paying attention to like the customs and all that, or like especially in touristy areas. Like I think someone got into trouble for like carving their name into like one of those the archways. Yeah, like those red archways. The Torii gates, I think is what they're called. That was really bad because apparently, yeah. Also, I did not even know that apparently, like some companies actually like pay to like build a Torii gate. I thought they were like just there, like for religious purposes, but apparently you can actually buy one of them for like good luck and all of that. So that's one of the reasons why there's so many because like people actually have them made. So yeah, that was an interesting thing to learn. But yeah, just in general, like the general rule of thumb is like do not carve your name into things because not only is it like probably illegal, the fact you can't even get out of like pretending that you didn't do it is because you literally wrote your name on it in the first place. That's like you're announcing to the world, oh hey, I'm like I'm doing like suspicious illegal things. And like I'm literally writing my name here as proof that I'm doing these illegal suspicious things.
位置を調整できるはずだ
Yeah, like the tourism has been really terrible lately in Japan, mostly since COVID. Yeah, because like the exchange rate is like so low that it makes it really worth it to go. Even to be fair, I was also one of those people, but I only went once with friends, and like I haven't been back there since. I think I went to Japan 2023, I think. It was so much fun though, mostly for me, but it was also incredibly stressful because I was the one who planned like majority of the things. So it's just one of those things I learned. It's just like, it's hard to plan a vacation. Oh, there! Okay. That worked out well. So we just had to press the button a bunch of times. Yeah, although I think they're changing the policies, it's gonna be more difficult in the future to do anything in Japan, especially with like taxation, because like technically it's tax free, like the 10% tax free, but like how before? I think a long time ago the tax worked by like you would just have to collect all of your receipts. Oh, I should actually revive the Tabibit. Like you would have to collect your receipts, and then when you're in the airport, that's where you go to like the counters and then have all of your tax refunded before you're going to go home. But then for after a while, I think they changed it so that you could just get it tax free immediately at the store. Like the I think you need to reach like maybe 5,000 yen or something like that. And then you could just get the 10% off deducted immediately in the store. So obviously it's like drastically more convenient, right? Because you don't have to like wait in line at the airport, and you don't really have to worry like what if you lose your receipts, or like what if you take too long to input all of your receipts into like the terminal or the counter or whatever you call it back then. But yeah, so I think they ended up changing it back. I think, well, I'm not sure if it's going to apply like next year or something, but pretty much they're gonna go back to the old way, like that you have to do it at the counter in the airport. So that really sucks. I don't know if they're just going to like hope that some tourists will just get too lazy to bother getting their 10% tax refund, so it would like benefit the Japanese government, or they would just really discourage from people from like going to Japan because of issues like that. But yeah, never been to Japan. I don't know if I'll even be able to someday. I have a sun allergy, so like, wait, what do you mean sun allergy? It's like, is that like literally a sun allergy? Like, are you sensitive to sunlight? I don't want to assume anything because I can't tell if like this is a joke or if this is like a legitimate thing. So I'm going to like ask first before I make any comments about it. But yeah. Japan is fun, but it's expensive. Honestly, it'd be better to like visit the more rural areas. I get rashes if my skin is exposed to the sun. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. This is like sensitivity to like UV or something? I think there's probably cases like that. But man, though, I'm guessing that's why you like work night shift then. No. To be fair though, I think a lot of places are still open at night in Japan, so it still might be doable. But yeah, you'd have to be very, very careful in the plane though, because the UV concentration in the plane is like drastically higher than like normal. Yeah, you definitely cannot get a window seat, and you have to like cover up, I guess, if you're anywhere near there. Especially in the times when you're like taking off or touching down, the windows have to be open. So, oh man, that must be really difficult to deal with though. Yeah, I hope you're still okay though. You'd have to like wear a lot of sunblock and all that. Yeah, in the future. But still though, I hope you get the chance to travel there someday. It's a pretty good place. There's a lot of nice stuff to see.
どうしたんだ？さっきあたいが鳴らした警報だけど、警戒レベルの高いやつだったらしく。だけど連中、どうやら偽の警報だって気づいて引き返してるっぽい。とにかく急ごう。調べたいことがあるならあたいが検索する。月髄より取り出した空爆から推測するに、そして蒼月の子が所蔵する生物は砕け散った。いや、そんなことより肝心の月髄はどこに隠してあるんだ。関連情報を閲覧する。
Of course, access denied. Sunblocks I've tried have no effects. I cover myself from head to toe. I look really suspicious in the summer. My god, that must suck to go out in the summer dressed like that though. For sunblocks. It's hard though. Honestly, there's like a lot of different kinds of sunblock, but most of them don't really like work the way that they're supposed to. Especially like sunblocks that are made by like not so good brands, I guess. Like something like actually there was like a few years back there was this brand that I really really liked called Claire's, and then they were kind of famous for their sunblock back then. And then I ended up buying a bunch of them as well. And then eventually they ended up releasing a report. It's like, oh, sorry, we just kind of discovered that our sunblock wasn't actually meeting the standards. Like, if they say, like, oh, it's like SPF 50, kind of like that. In reality, their sunblock wasn't SPF 50 when they had it tested by, like, independent facilities and all that. So that was kind of like a tragic revelation. And I never bought their sunblock again afterwards. Even though technically I wasn't too affected by the whole thing, but I just felt like it was like a really annoying situation. Mostly because like if you're going to release a worldwide product, you should actually like, you know, do all your testing properly instead of just like messing it up and like apologizing later on. Yeah, it was such a scam. I mean, technically they admitted it themselves, so I guess that was like good for them, but yeah, nowadays I mostly just still prefer like the very famous Korean sunscreens in general, or like Japanese sunscreens are also pretty good. But I don't know. I think a lot of good sunscreen tends to be like only for the face and not really much for like the whole body. So even until now, I'm still spending time trying to find like a good sunblock that works. Like yeah, mostly because like the sun here is too harsh, like way too harsh. I've gotten used to like having to bring around an umbrella all the time.
もしかするとそこに生物が保管されておるかもしれぬ。
But also I discovered that a lot of umbrellas aren't actually like UV repellent, like the inner lining, or if it doesn't even have an inner lining. So Japanese umbrellas tend to be very good for that because they usually have a very specific like UV lining inside to like help you out. I think even some of Uniqlo's products are like that too. They're like outdoor jackets have some kind of special lining. So yeah. Wait, I feel like we read some of these already.
264ページ
A novel?
長いな。何が書いてある
It's such a short novel though.
今ページをめくっスネージナヤのファルイが公開の力を利用してまた権限がない
Yeah, she has like... Honestly, I'm wondering why this information is there in the terminal to begin with. Because like, if you're just going to like stop access, like you might as well just not put it there to begin with.
これ以上の情報は見れなそうだ
しかしここまでの情報から推察、それに下の水から何かを
Something unsettling.
もしファルイが血髄を持ってるなら同じように下に隠してるんだろうなここまで来ればゴールだと思ったのにあと少しだヤホだこれが
Not cry and hot dog attack. Oh my god, I love hot dogs so much. That's one of my favorite snacks as well. I don't get to buy them though because like my parents really dislike stuff like that, so we don't have any hot dogs at home. So when I'm outside and eating by myself, I tend to choose them. Although there was this one time though, it was like such a scam because I went to one of these like food fair things, and then I was like looking through a menu of like different kinds of hot dogs, and then I ended up picking. It was one of those menus. It's like, oh, like, you know, this is like the basic hot dog, and then this is like the basic hot dog with cheese, and this is like the basic hot dog with cheese and onions, and this is like the basic hot dogs with cheese, onions, and it was like it was structured that way. The menu was labeled that way. So obviously, if you go down further in the list, they keep adding more and more toppings, right? So like it gets more and more expensive. And I was thinking like, okay, since I'm only here in the fair like once, and I'm not gonna come back ever again, I might as well take the chance to like pick the best hot dog, right? So I picked the last item there. I was thinking, like, okay, this looks like it has every single thing, all the extra topics on this hot dog. So I'm gonna be like so happy with this order, right? So I place my order, and I'm waiting, right? So, okay, that's fine. I'm waiting because like they have to cook it and all that, and then a bunch more people come after me to order, and then I realize, why are they getting their orders before I am? Like, they came after me, and I was like kind of wondering. So I was like asking the lady, like, so like, why is my order taking so long? Like, even if there's more toppings, it still shouldn't make that big of a difference, right? She's like, no, because it's still being cooked. It's gonna take a while. Like, you know, I hope you could consider waiting. It's like, well, not really have a choice because I already paid for it. And I was like, okay, fine. And then it's like, I think I ended up waiting like close to half an hour. I was literally standing in front of the booth. Because like, this isn't a food fair, right? So it's not a restaurant. I'm literally standing in front of the booth waiting for my stuff to get finished cooking. And then when they finally handed over to me, I was like, what is this? Where's the hot dog? It's like, it's literally just kind of like sliced beef and a sandwich. It's like, and she was like, oh, but that's what you ordered. You ordered the last item on the menu, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, but where's the hot dog? She's like, Oh, that one doesn't have a hot dog. It's not a hot dog sandwich. It's like a beef brisket sandwich. Like, what the fuck do you mean? It's not even a hot dog one. I was like, but it's like all the toppings. It's like, yeah, it's like if you wanted the hot dog one, you should have stopped at like the second to the last version. It's like, oh my god, are you for real? And then I realized when I actually looked at it again, I didn't read it properly. I didn't notice that the last item wasn't hot dog after. I was like, no, I got scammed because I was craving so bad for the hot dog. And it's like that was literally the only thing I was looking forward to. And then my greed cursed me. It's like freaking karma because I ended up ordering the wrong thing and I had to wait so long for it. At that point, I was actually considering should I just order again? But I already waited like half an hour for it. It's like I'm not gonna wait again. And I paid for it, so like never mind. And then I was like eating it. It's like it doesn't taste as good as I'd hoped because I was so disappointed that it wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, so lesson learned, you always have to read the menu carefully before you order anything. It's like, oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Wait, why am I like dying already? Wait, where's the stuff? No, it wasn't supposed to explode yet. How do I use this thing? Oh my god, I don't... Wait, I need a break. I can't read anything. Yeah. Food curse, scam, same thing. I would have cried. Yeah, honestly. I just got Movika name card. It looks so cool. Oh, nice. Congrats on getting her name card. Yeah, I like food fairs though, but then sometimes you just... you just really don't know what you're gonna get. Oh my god. Oh shit. Twice! Oh my god! Oh no, I fell into a fan! Wait, can I just... There we go. Oh my god. Oh, I can take a break. I can breathe now because I killed that thing. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Because it's attacking me instead. Okay, I think I have an idea of what we're supposed to do now. I really should have read the instructions before starting this whole section. But still, man, this is confusing. What's the next thing we're supposed to hit, though? Oh, there! Okay, it was on the other side. Oh my god. No! We have more of these things to fight. How do you shoot these out? They're not getting shot. Oh my god, this game mode sometimes is like so confusing. Look at that, like the option to shoot is not even coming out. There we go.
You can.
There we go. There we go.
攻撃の頻度が上がったぞ。あと少し、もう少しだ。
Oh my god, one of them just fell. Oh, revenge for me falling a while ago. Yes, there. Did we fight? Did we make it? Oh my god, that was stress. It wasn't even supposed to be that difficult. I swear, I'm actually good at this game. Sometimes. Or I should be, because I've been playing for so long, but I don't know. Okay, okay. What are we supposed to do next? This thing? Yeah, I did it! I survived! I only had to die once.
このレバー、やけに目立ってるな。最初に見つけたのはヤフォダだろ？
Yeah, I mean, if we die, like, we're all gonna die at the same time anyway,
あれ
so...
はあくまで案内役。今はあんたたちのために撤退ルートを探すことくらいしか役。さすがに宝箱は期待しちゃいないけど。さて今回、煙幕は持ってきてないし、ここは生存術その2。
Better safe than sorry.
なんだ？
Holy shit! Holy shit, what the fuck? What the fuck did we just do? Oh my god. Yo! That is suspicious as heck. Did we just like speed up the Fatui's plans without realizing it?
水の下にさらに空間が？
Damn.
おいおいまずいって。
Yeah, if they didn't realize that there were intruders, they definitely know they're intruders right now.
いっぱい手伝ってもらったし、もしいじめるやつがいたら、おいら、冗談だって。ハドゥイごときにビビるわけないし、あたいは強いんだ。まだ出番がないってだけで。
生物はおそらく下に隠されておる。ヤフォダさん、そなたの仕事はここまでだ。
Hey, really? You're letting her off early? It's like, no, we're not done yet. She has to tag along.
協力に心から感謝する。この先はより危険が。
あたいも行く。仕事とか危険だからとか、もう関係ない。今さら引き返すのも寝覚めが悪い。
She's blushing the entire time. She's so embarrassed.
顔がちょっと赤いぞ。
Yeah. 顔ちゃん、ちょっと赤いぞ。
うっさい。おい、そんなんじっと見んな。行くぞ。
Okay, where do we go now? We're just straight up jumping down, ignoring everything else. I realized I probably should have activated the waypoints. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Too late for that. So we're just going straight down. It's a little bit late already, but you know what? It's fine. We have like good momentum right now for like doing the story. The loading was a bit long. I felt like the game froze or crashed. Yeah, honestly, sometimes you can't really tell.
すっごく深いな。
We're on the moon! It really looks like moon rock right here. But also, where are the guards? Isn't like weren't a single one of them suspicious by like us literally shooting like a beam into the ground?
私たちが今立っておるのはナドクライにあるもう先ほど感じた空爆機の正体は
水の下に隠してたってことか？いやほら、さっきからだんまりだけそうか？なんでもないから気にすんな。まずい、上に戻る方法を考えてなかった。
Oh yeah, actually.
足りない。こんだけ
Yeah, actually. You know, we kind of just jumped down without realizing like a way to get back up there. She has the Anya face for sure.
扉が開くぞ。まさかやっとここまで来れたってのに、稼いだモラも使えずにおしまいだなんて嫌すぎる。どういうこと？水の衝撃。
Oh my god! She went to the Fatui side! Holy shit! Holy shit! She betrayed us! Like, I knew she said she was going to, like, that was gonna be her last day as, like, the Frostwind Science, but, like, yo! Oh my god! Oh my god!
ラウマ様。
Caught straight up! No way to escape this. Like, bro, you even have your horns, like, very visibly there on your head.
どういうことだ？
これ以上隠し通すのは無理そうですね。
何言ってんだよ。
予感はしていましたが、まさかこんなに早く来るとは思っていませんでした。
Was she the one who stole the moon marrow?
ファデュイに入ったのか？
ええ。
いつからだ？
嘘にまみれて生き続けるのがもう耐えられなかったんです。最初ファデュイは全く取り合ってくれませんでした。でもある日一人の執行官の目に留まり、
I know, oh my god, insert the caught emote, cause like, what the heck? I mean, I kinda expected something to happen, but like, this is also surprising anyways. Are we gonna fight her? I mean, I'm pretty sure we could beat her, but like, still, I would feel kinda guilty though, because she's like just a regular person.
また見失う。もし金髪の旅人が蒼月の子を訪れたら、正直うまくいく気がしない。とりあえず夜は動物の本当にこれでいいんでしょうか。でももう後戻りはできない。届かない祈り。
I mean, you probably could have talked to Lama, you know, if you were feeling sad about a lot of things. She would have been much happier to have a companion rather than to like struggling like on her own. Yeah. Yeah, we have a stalker apparently, so at least that answers her question of what happened back then.
雰囲気が似てるけど。
They look so alike, except for the different blonde hair colors. I'm still pissed about that because they're twins, but then like, why are their shades of yellow different? It's so... It's one of those design issues that I have. I know technically they're not like exactly twins since they're not the same person, but still, you know.
遺書が開いた。遺書の中にはまさか血水を狙ってるの？早く報告しない。いや、もしあの人たちが最後の部屋にたどり着いたら、ファデュイがずっと探している生物を私が横から奪えるかもしれない。
It's still so strange though, you know. It's kind of hilarious to think that she's like, oh, you know, I don't really believe in like the whole situation with the Frostwind science. It's like it's all a lie. Like, yeah, and then like, okay, you don't believe them, but like, what makes you think that you should have gone to the Fatui? You could have just like left the whole place, you know. You didn't actually have to go to the bad guy's side just to solve all of your problems.
ファデュイに入るための道具にさせてもらう。
Yeah, that is so strange. Like, that's such a strange perspective to take on the whole situation.
Hi. あなたたちが最後に迷ってくれた。
生物をファデュっても オイラたちと話してた時、ラウマのことを心配してたよな。
ええ、私と同じように今の蒼月のこの状況に絶望していると思う。ラウマ様、私たちは共に育ちました。ですが幼くして次の英月師に選ばれたあなたには、あの子を治療していた時、あなたの目に浮かんだ戸惑いを覚えています。答えてくれない信仰にどうして祈り続けることができるのですか。
And Yehuda's just like freaking out at the back without even realizing the whole situation. I have little sisters, brother are triplets. The guy is blonde, the other two are brown, so those two can still have different hair color. And oh, oh yeah. So I'm guessing they're fraternal twins. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. I never encountered that kind of situation before though, because all the twins I've ever met in real life are all just like exactly like identical twins. That's a really interesting situation. But yeah. Man, there's so many different things on with the world.
それともただ与えられた責任に。
And she sounds so high and mighty, literally standing there at the podium, saying like, "Are you trapped by the responsibilities they imposed on you?" It's like, yeah, because she actually has like a moral compass, you know?
蒼月の子を離れた理由は
Well, honestly, you should have just talked to each other like you're freaking friends. Don't make it so dramatic.
言うのですか。
蒼月の子が月に祈るのは遠い昔に我々に命を授けてくれたことを感謝するためであり、だがそなたが聞きたいのはそういうこと。
Yo, this is just like freaking out. My god, she's like ruining the vibe of the whole situation.
あなたは英月師になんてなりたく。
いや、私が黙っていたことは空に浮かぶ月が偽物で。
Eh? Wait, you're telling me she didn't know that? Or she didn't have some kind of suspicion?
何の話だかさっぱり。今ここで話さない。
Oh my god, Yehuda, she's such a mood though. I mean, she's honestly one of the most entertaining characters so far.
そなたが感じた私の苦痛はこの真実を隠してきたことによる苦痛だ。
もしそれが本当なら、蒼月の子たちが信じないことも知っているはずです。どうして私と同じように離れなかったのですか。
Because she thought she could change things, you know?
まだわからぬのか。それがそなたと私の違い。私は蒼月の子という家を大切にしたいのだ。だからこそこの苦痛を抱えてでも隠すことにした。だがこれは間違いだったようだ。家族には真実を知る権利がある。
私が自分のことしか考え
Oh my god. 100% gaslighter. The focus is not about you. That's not the point of this whole
そな
conversation.
たが蒼月の子を離れる決断をしたこと。
Yeah, see, exactly. Llama's right. Like, you could have just left normally. You didn't actually have to you didn't have to go to the bad guy's side, you know, just to like confirm all of your like misgivings and all of that.
おい、バレちゃったみたいだぞ。
Yeah, because he'd been standing around having a casual chat in the middle of like a highly volatile area.
どうすんだ。執行官なんか出てきたら終わりだぞ。そうなったらとにかく逃げないと。仕事よりも命が大事だ。
あなたのことを誤解していたようです、ラーマ様。運命に抗えないだけだと思って。あなたは素晴らしい英月師です。ですがあなたの言った通り、私はもうずっと前から。
おいみんな、そろそろずらかろう。
ウィルミナ、私が蒼月の子を変えてゆく。新たな月が昇る時が。
私は見られそうにあります、ラーマ様。蒼月の子を裏切った者、
銀の刃でその角を切り落とされ、 角を失った者
Oh my god.
光なき夜へと投げ込まれる
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, you're telling me she's going to cut off her own horns? What the heck?
蒼月のこの習わしに従うのもこれが最後。
Oh, that's so sad though.
ラウマ様
Oh, she didn't have to go through all that trouble. She could have just like gone back to the good side. My god, people think she's extreme sometimes.
あそこよ。
血髄は傀儡が持っています。スターダストビーチへ向かいました。勘違いなさらないでください。罪滅ぼしとかじゃありません。あなたに蒼月の子を変えられるとは。
Yeah, she just cut off her antlers, her super tiny antlers, and then screamed really loudly about them. Oh man, this is sad.
あら警報実験設計局から
Wow, that's a loud alarm. She could hear that all the way from there?
面白いあなたたち仕事が一段落したらおもてなしの準備をしておいてお客さんが来るかもしれないわ
承知しました。
ちょうど退屈していたところだし興味深い方程式がいくつかあったからそのボス雇い主様ちょっとお待ちを一度出直すのもありなんじゃないか
Coming back another day?
サタンはどっちだっけかな
Yeah. Wow, we ran so fast. I can't believe we're already in front of Marionette. We didn't even have to do the whole typical like walking to and fro.
私の演算結果よりも少し早かったわね
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised too.
本当に執行官に出くわしちゃった傀儡やっぱりここにいた蒼月のこの生物を返せそれってあの角の生えた裏切り者から譲り受けた品のこと簡単に手に入る戦利品は好みじゃないけれどあなたたちがそれを追いかけて右往左往する姿を見るのは実に愉快今日は警告だけでは済まさぬあら怖いもし振動機能がついてたらネジがポロ
Yeah, you know the hilarious things about threatening people like this? Cause like, what makes you think that she's gonna be scared of you guys? Like you're like the good guys. It's usually the opposite, you know.
私のユーモアの基準が高すぎてあなたの冗談に気づけなかっただけかしまさか本気で私に勝てると思っているの
Honestly, even I'm not confident we could fight her right now.
さあまずはオードブルから始めましょうか、はあ、聞こえないのおもてなしを
Eh? Ah, how are they already?
どういうことだいけない警戒をワイルドハントが来る
Yeah, this is so freaking random. Like, why did they show up out of the blue? I don't even have a good team to fight this. What the fuck? I'm using such a weak ass team right now. Look at my underleveled I know.
起動くらえ皆のために祈ろう見て見て虹だよ塵となってください
Oh, there we go. Or not. Or not. Okay? Okay, we have more stuff to do.
掃除対象6へっへっへい水遊びの時間だよ皆に祝福あれさはっキリがないぞ何か手はないのか
Oh my god. What is that? What is that? time to read the tutorial. Wait, what's the stones thing? No, this is definitely not relevant. Thai. Yeah.
絶縁障壁点狙い撃ち見て見て虹が
林野に永遠の安寧を西風の祝福を殲滅モード掃除対象6さ皆に祝福を
この装置で封印するんだ交渉は終わりです防衛モード起動
蒼月よ
I can't tell if we're doing this correctly. Oh hey, there we go. There we go.
たのか少なくともライトキーパーの手帳にはい
や警戒を緩めてはならぬ
Where's Splints? Oh shit. Yeah, it just broke.
パイモン、ラーマ、ヤフォだ。
We got separated already? What? Find everyone. Okay, do we just have a vague direction at least? I don't even know what these things are for, but like, we're just collecting stuff along the way. Okay, this looks suspicious. Hey, wait, that's not what we were supposed to be looking for. I don't want to fight those guys, so that's gonna be so troublesome. Wait, where are we supposed to go? Oh, it's Lumine! Or maybe not Lumine? Suspicious Lumine?
お兄ちゃんここだ
ホタル。
手を掴んで
Eh? Is it really her? That feels too good to be true. Yeah. Objective, find everyone. We just gonna... Yeah, wait, to be fair, I didn't realize that was a treasure. I just thought Shiny's one like, oh, that must be the quest marker. And it turns out it's not a quest marker. Honestly, I did not even expect that to trigger in like this quest anyways. But yeah.
お兄ちゃんどうしたの
Yeah, what's happening?
ホタルがここに。
Yeah, because it's suspicious that you're here.
そなたは家族とはどうあるべきだと思う
ホタル、あの夜、なんで蒼月のこの月髄を盗もうとしたの？
I feel like you have more important things to think about rather than that, you know. Find your friends first and ask questions later.
入った者の中に不純な動機を持つ者がいたか、あるいはアビス。
そんなこと言ってる場合じゃないよ
答えて、ホタル。
Well, I guess he's at least standing his ground.
迷惑で一緒に目覚めてからこうして肩を並べて戦うお兄ちゃんやっとのことで見つけた時お兄ちゃんはまだ目覚めてもいなかった
俺たちは一緒に目覚めてない。
何言ってるのもう時間がないよお兄ちゃんお兄ちゃんこっちを見て私と一緒に冒険したくないの
I feel like it's a little bit too late for that, though.
お兄ちゃんに嘘をつくわけないでしょ
Oh, cutscene moment. That's so pretty.
大したことないね
信じたくなかった。あの違和感や奇妙な感じを。本当だったらどんなに良かったか。たとえほんの少しの冒険でも。けど君はホタルじゃない。
Finally! Finally, you realize that. Oh, she's an archer! An animal archer.
関与は祝福のはず。だがなぜ迷いと苦痛しかない。たとえ真実が天外に閉じ込められようと、我々が家を。
Yeah, there's this con confirmed. Honestly, who knows?
スペルボレイヤの末裔、蒼月の神の使いの名において告げる。偽りの空が月を遮ろうと、湖に流れる銀の血が月光を紡ぐだろう。
Chills! Literal chills! Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so cool.
大丈夫か？はあ、もうおしまいかと思ったぞ。シカ姉のおかげで助かった。
Oh my god, she really calls her she just calls her like I didn't realize it. She said shikane. So shika like the deer shika and then ne like one-sama, kinda like that. So she just literally calls her like big sis deer. Like that's so hilarious. Oh my god. I feel like that sounds funnier in Japanese. Because saying Lauma though doesn't really feel like it gives all the same vibes. And then we're back to being mute again. Why?
どいつもこいつも恥をかかせてくれるわね。やば、執行官のこと忘れてた。あれ、血剤じゃないか。でっかい機械の中に隠してたんだ。でもあの機械、機械なんかじゃない。ブロンニアよ。あげるからさっさと消えなさい。
Oh my god, she just gave it to us? What the? Why?
本当にくれるのか？もともと私が探させたわけじゃないもの。欲しければ自分で。
Maybe even choke on it.
こんな陰気臭いも
Oh
の。
my god.
私はごめんだわ。
Why are so many of the harbingers a lot nicer than they're supposed to be? I kind of wanted her to be like incredibly evil or something. I don't know. Or maybe like just try to murder us straight up. I feel like that would have been fun. I miss the Torre. I feel like he definitely would have been the harbinger to try to murder us. But at the same time, he seems like the mad scientist type who'd be like too curious to like actually get rid of us. So he might actually just spare us just so you could like, I don't know, experiment on us or something like that.
いつまで突っ立ってるつもり？私の気が変わるのを待ってるの？もう一戦やってもいいわよ。
行こう。
Yeah, congrats guys. You got what you came for. You just had to defeat your like evil shadow sister or something like that.
やっと終わった。今年一のスリリングな依頼だった。
周りにファデュイはもういないな。
Llama mentioned that she normally has to keep her power in check. I guess this is what happens if she
大
doesn't.
丈夫だ。しばらく本気で月に触れていなかったゆえ。
おや、
Oh my god!
近くでワイルドハントの気配がしました。
Took you long enough to show up, dude.
もう片付けましたか？
You're so late. Oh my god. We finished everything and then now you show up.
お前は不倫
You're so pretty though. Holy hell. I'm so excited to get him. It's gonna just a little bit longer, just a few more weeks, and we can bring him home.
あのライトキーパーか。
確かあなたは蒼月の子の英月師ですよね。ところでその手に持っているのは。
Yeah, what's that suspicious thing in your hand?
ああ、誤解しないでください。最近ワイルドハントの後を追っていたのですが、奴らの行動には何か目的があるんじゃないかと思うことがありまして、あなたが持っているものを見て、ある推測が浮かんだんです。
Her pose is so awkward though. I feel like that's not exactly the way you're supposed to support someone, but anyways. So that night, Lumino, the Wild Hunt was using me to get to the Moon Marrow. I'd better find some time to have a word with Flint just in case.
今回のワイルドハント、人の姿に化けてくるやつとかもいるから気をつけろよ。
Yeah, I kind of took you long enough to realize that wasn't actually your sister. Even I had the feeling that wasn't her. It's like, that's way too suspicious. Like, no way that Lumine would just like help you out so easily after like all the stuff that happened before.
へえ。しかしそれならば急に現れた僕をそう簡単に信じていいんですか？失礼。くだらない冗談でしたね。知らせてくれてありがとうございます。今回のワイルドハントはどうもこれまでとは違う気がしますね。
Man, I'm so amazed that we're actually getting Gojo Satoru's voice here. It's like, I've been waiting for so long.
それでは僕はこれで。
He sounds so much more mature compared to Gojo. There's still something strange about him that I can't seem to put my finger on. Wait, so Llama was on her guard against him this whole time? But why though?
窓くらいのライトキーパーってみんなあんな感じなのか？あいつらの駐屯地って人里から離れたところにあるし、
Yeah.
あまり人付き合いもないはずだ。
Just saying like, yeah, they kind
それ
of
であんな風になったのかな？
stay in like those remote areas, so they've kind of turned into weirdos.
いや、彼は違う。
何が違うんだ？
動物たちが言っておる。彼には近づけぬと。
The animals are afraid of him. Oh, okay. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point because I realized it's like we finally got a break in this story after so long. But man, that was wild. So many things happened. So yeah, the Lumine thing was a fake apparently. Poor Ether has to go through so much struggle again. But yeah, okay. Okay. That should be it for today. Thank you so much to everyone who dropped by today's stream. We made pretty good progress with the Archon quest today, actually, so I'm pretty happy about that. This is kind of unfortunate, though. There isn't really, like, what do you call that? A progression bar when it comes to this game, so you can't really tell, like, how far along in the story you're in. But anyways, yeah. That should be it. Okay, probably the next stream should be on Tuesday because I don't really stream like 2 days in a row. That's a little bit too tired even for me. But yeah, you know, I really appreciate everyone who joined today's stream. I hope you had a great time. I will see you again soon. So, you know, feel free to join our Discord if you'd like to get announcements about when the next stream will be. And I will see you then. Have a great rest of the day, everyone, and goodbye for now.